Sweethearts is an awesome dance that everybody loves to go to, but they actually have a whole week dedicated to Sweethearts. I interviewed Matt Javort, the vice president of the FFA, to figure out what they do during this week. I am also going to explain the Sweethearts Assembly and what they do during that assembly behind the scenes.
So Monday and Tuesday what we did is Monday we had the girls come down to the animal lab, and what they did is had a series of events they had to compete in, like throwing a piece of hay bale, like a straw bale, and see how far they can throw it, and they had to spit cherry pits out, and they also had our herd pigs, which is pretty funny because half the girls don't even know what they're doing in that area, but it was fun there. And then Tuesday they had an interview process where they had to go in and a series of judges and get interviewed by them, and they were scored on how well they came into the room, how well they answered their questions, and how they presented themselves. So if you were very awkward and silent, they probably didn't do that good, but yeah.
For the Sweethearts Assembly, the FFA does a run-through before the actual assembly, where they run through opening exercises, opening speeches, and telling the girls nominated for royalty where to be and when to be there. This is also the time they judge the cakes for the cake auction. The cake auction is what brings excitement, fun, and gets the students involved. This year, the vice president of the FFA was the auctioneer, Matthew Javort, which made it even better. This year, the judges for the cakes were as follows: Miss Whitbeck, math teacher; Mrs. Gowans, psychology 1010 teacher; Brother Humphreys, seminary teacher; and Mr. Peary, broadcasting teacher. These four teachers did an amazing job, and they tasted and examined all the cakes thoroughly. During the assembly, they go through opening exercises and speeches. Then they begin to introduce the girls nominated for royalty and say a few things about them. Now begins the cake auction. The FFA brings out the first cake, and whoever's cake it is, they explain a few things about said cake, then the bidding begins. During the cake auction, some FFA students are getting all the other cakes ready to bring out onto the stage. The last cakes are the ones that got third, second, and first. This year, the winners were Mariah Weber in third, Kennedy Guernsey in second, and Claire Rowley in first. After the cake auction, they bring the girls back out on stage to announce the first and second attendant and queen. The second attendant was Miranda Goodworth, the first was Cambrielle Fitzwater, and this year's queen was Claire Rowley. Each of the girls nominated receive a rose for the amazing job they did. Now you know the functioning process that the FFA goes through to make Sweethearts so awesome. Thanks, Payson.